Hi there, it's Louise Brace back for another edition of the Scale Session interviews, spotlighting some of the epic speakers joining us on stage at Scale 2024, which is taking place in Barcelona on the 14th to the 16th of May this year. And today I'm joined by Louis Andrews from OVO Network. Hey, Louis, thanks for joining me today. How's life in your wonderful Alpine neck of the woods?
It was raining yesterday, but it's incredibly sunny today, and I've got my view over the lake and the mountains that I'm looking at right now. It looks amazing, and we're going to go and play pétanque this afternoon. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's
I
French.
don't.
It's a French game. It's very lovely. So there you
go. What does it entail?
You throw metal balls at a smaller ball.
Okay. Yes. In fact, now you describe it that way, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay,
Good.
so that's kind of cool. Is that like a lunchtime pastime or?
No, because you're supposed to drink pastis whilst you play, so it's one for more an after work activity.
It's an after work thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so right, you made quite an impact, I think, on attendees at Scale 2023. What have you and the OVO Network team been up to since we saw you last year? What exciting things have been happening for you?
A lot. Obviously, there's a year is actually a pretty huge time that goes by. We've done. I mean, the list can be huge. I think we've gone through quite a bit of growth in terms of inventory. Actually, we obviously take what we call a qualitative, not a quantitative approach to when we're signing new high-end rental chalets. And regardless of that, we've actually managed to grow our inventory way more than we had done in the past. So our previous record for number of properties signed historically had been 28 new properties in a year. And last year we signed 52.
Wow.
So kind of a much bigger growth there.
So does that mean the team has to grow as well? You're kind of growing out horizontally as well as kind of...
Totally. Everything's growing. We've fully rebranded as well. That was kind of ongoing last year. When we were at Scale last year, I know my presentations were already in the new branding, but our website, our logo, our colors, everything that was front facing towards guests and owners was not yet rebranded. We did that in July of this summer. So that was new. We've done a fully restructuring of our fee structure to kind of realign our value with our market value. We've launched a loyalty program. We've maintained our super high guest satisfaction score. So we've got a guest NPS of 77. And then on a kind of a personal note, I also, the Book Direct show was the first time that I ever gave a presentation. And then since then I've given 5 others. So 6 in total out of the 12 industry events that I attended last year. So that's been really fun.
So you're a pro, Louis. You're a pro now. Do you still feel nervous going up on stage, or?
No, I really like it, but I think you just train your brain to just take nervousness as excitement rather than the other way around, and then you just look forward to it, really.
Yeah, once you're up there, it's cool, right? So amazing, loads of exciting things happening. Nominated for Shortsea as well
nominated. Yeah, we're nominated for Best Leisure Property Manager at the Shorties. We're nominated for Best Property Manager at the Book Direct Show Awards. I'm nominated for Rising Star at the Shorties, and we also won last Thursday an Airbnb award too for the longest tenured. I don't know if that's a word in English. Tenured, is that a word?
I don't know. Well, I do the same in Spanish as well. Sometimes
I
say,
that's the problem with speaking multiple languages. But so it was an event for the 100 best professional hosts on Airbnb in France, and we're the professional host that's been superhost for the longest. So we've been superhost for like 62 or 63 months, I believe. So we won an award and some tickets to the Paris Olympic Games.
Fantastic. Oh my God, so many exciting things have been happening to you guys in the last 12 months. So this year, you're back for Scale 2024, and you're treating us to not 1, but 2 sessions this year. Can you give attendees, people watching this interview, a sneak preview as to what we can expect from the content?
Yeah, sure. So it's actually almost a two-part presentation. The first one, what's good is that because Scale Show itself is kind of a wider, high-level event with lots of attendees from lots of different backgrounds, and then obviously the Book Direct Show is about direct bookings. So the first part is kind of more of a high-level overview of actually the importance of a brand within our sector today. I think that obviously when I say the importance of a brand, I don't just mean your logos and your colors, but who you are, what you are, if you're identifiable in this space. And obviously, that then feeds into direct bookings, because one of the main ways of getting direct bookings is for people to know who you are and what you represent. And that's based on the quality of your service, the quality of your portfolio, but also the kind of clearly defined niche in which you operate. That's something that we've kind of really, really focused on. And it was actually really nice. Last week at the Airbnb event, I was actually told by one of our peers that they would really be keen to work with us as a partner because of the fact that we're kind of a really strong brand within the space. And I think that you've got to bear in mind that within our industry, the percentage of direct bookings that property managers obtain is, within urban markets, it's 3%, and within leisure markets, it's 30%. OVO Network today, we're at 80% direct bookings. So we're kind of one of the industry leaders with that regards. And what that means is that we managed to retain a lot of control on our bookings because they're our bookings, not somebody else's.
Exactly.
And we see huge value in that. And it's not just huge value because of ownership or because of recognition, but also because we've basically developed our fee structure around the fact that we charge a different amount for bookings that are taken directly on our own website, because we effectively charge our own distribution fee. So there's actually huge monetary gain possible there as well. So I kind of want to talk about this with everyone at Scale, and I want to go through it because I just think that, as we all operate in the Airbnb industry, that means that we're not in control of our narrative. So I kind of want to just present an alternative to that and say, look, we can control our narrative. We just need to refocus on what we do better than Airbnb, which is for us to be more present, and that's more present on a hyper local scale, then a national scale, and then an international scale. So it's all about again, clearly defining what your niche is and knowing how to operate within, kind of like trying to be a big fish in a small pond rather than the opposite, looking at what we do better than Airbnb and then trying to develop that. So that's kind of the first presentation is just kind of trying to get people to buy into this idea that we can make a difference and we can be important players in this kind of wider game and this wider industry. And then the second presentation, which I'll be giving at the Book Direct show, is much more focused on literally just giving a blueprint, basically, on how we've managed to develop a direct booking strategy that's resulted in us getting 80% of our bookings direct. So it's very much more granular and detailed of like, this is how to do this. We're going to be talking about SEO, how to define your criteria to signing a property or not, the guest journey, the guest experience, how to communicate about who you are. So really going into the fine details of basically just telling people this is how to get direct bookings.
Yeah. Wow. So I love that. And so much great content right there, even just in this interview, and 2 unmissable sessions. So you're on stage on day 2 and day 3. So that's the 15th and the 16th of May. If you are watching today and you haven't already booked your ticket, you know what to do. You'll see the ticket link in the credits to follow. Don't miss Louis and a host of other amazing speakers at Scale 2024.